here is the review that I gave you for the midterm. The first page, if you want to correct, you should press pause on your computer right now to correct the box where there's the coefficient, where's the variables, exponents, degrees. Although we did this in class, it's a good place to start. Now, for questions 2, 3, and 4, because it's too close and you can't really do all the work, we put that on a stencil or a loose leaf. Here are the answers to 2A, B, C, D. There's 2 ways that could be dealt with, E, F, and G. So again, if you're watching this video now, I would pause it. Check to see if your answers are right. The answers for 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D are all there. And if you didn't get it right and you need to know the steps, they're there too. Fair? Okay, I'm going to go down to 4 and all of 4. So all of 4 is right here now. Again, pause the video, check your answers. If by chance you didn't get, for example, this here, here are all the steps to get there. Okay? Be careful, this is not an equation. So if it's not an equation, you don't cross multiply. All you're doing is dividing these numbers here. Distribution. I'm turning the page. For the answer for 5, which was this question here, the answers are here. If you want just the answers, it's right there. 145, 125, 250. If you want to know how it was done, look on this. And those are the girls that do, the girls that don't, boys that don't have. Press pause, and you could be getting all the answers. For question 6, where we're starting equations, for question 6, for equations. So rather than carrying this over, we have the plus 8 becomes a minus 8, which is 24 divided by 3, is now 8. So all the final answers are in yellow. Now the only thing I don't love about this is the 8 should be up at the top so that you have the 8 here. So it would be 8 over 1, which is 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, and I think the same thing happens over here, where the 26 should be higher up. It equals to 26, and you cross multiply. This is where they get the 130. 8 times 3, that's where they get the 24. Press pause, check your answers. Okay, you're back on number 14. Number 14, the final answers are here. Please note there's distribution going on. There's distribution, there's distribution, and there's distribution. Press pause, check your answers. If they're not right, check the work. Next page. Now the next page is number 17, 18, 19. So if I look at your booklet, the booklet looks like this on page, for number 17, we're looking at the top here, right? 60 or 17. Where are we? 17, the length. We're looking at this, right? These are the questions. Nope. Oh, here's 17. It's the last question right there. Now we're going to the word problems. So number 18, let's look. Here's the answers for 18, 19, and 20. And the questions were, 18 says the length of a rectangle. You should be following with your book at home, with this booklet, reading the question, and then realizing that the answers are here. So the length, the width. Remember, the width is usually the x, the one that we know least about. The length is 2x minus 10. We put it in an equation, solved for x, and then they gave us that the answer was 15 for the width and 20 for the length. If the question asks what's the area, this is how you answer it. 20 times 15, length times width. What's a common mistake? Common mistake is that they forget that a rectangle has how many sides? So we have an x on this side, an x on this side, the 2x minus 10, and the 2x minus 10, which was done up here. Do you understand? Let's go to 19. The answers are here. The length is, so I always start with the width, although I put width is always x. Then I see that the 3x minus 5 is there. 3x minus 5, 3x minus 5 plus x. Again, x is 12 right there. And if x is 12, then 3 times 12 minus 5 is 31. For the parents that are helping, or the tutors that are helping, this is how you get full marks. And then we'll go down to 20, which is the last answer here, where x is 55, Sonia's 55. If Sonia's 55, Mike is 115, and Ted is 100. What are we talking about here? Let's go to number 20. It's talking about how many DVDs. So it should have, Sonia has 55 DVDs. Mike has 115 DVDs. And together, how can I tell if I'm right? That the total ends up being how many? Add them up, and then we should have 324 DVDs. Okay? I'll continue, so you have the answer key to everything. Moving forward to number 21. Now, obviously, you don't have to listen to this whole video. You could skip ahead, but here it is. So this is another typical question for algebra. Here's another typical question. Answers are all there. How to do it is all there. Now, why is this scratched out? Anybody remember how to find the rule? Well, finding the rule, so what I saw was on number 24, so if I look at number 24, this is what you're looking at right here. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What do we always start with? 1, 2, 3. Do you remember that? Does it start at 0? No, always 1, 2, 3. So if I just give myself the example of the first one, which said 1, 2, 3, and the rule was 4, 6, 8, how do I find the rule here? I find the difference here. 2x, I'm going to lift this up a bit, 2x space equals y. I choose any of my coordinates, 1 and 4, so 2 times 1 has to equal to 4. Agreed? Which means that I'm missing plus 2. So this was just here to help me find the plus 2. Do I need it? No. That's why it was scratched off here. This is the general rule. Would you like me to do another one? Yes? Let's do letter B. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. What do we write on top here? 1, 2, 3. This becomes what it looks like. What's the difference? 1x space equals y. Any coordinates will give us the right answer. Let's use these. 1 times 3 has to give us a y that equals to 10. So plus 7 is what's missing. So plus 7. This is my rule. Is my rule 1? No. Is my rule plus 7? No. My rule is 1x plus 7. And then you can scratch this off. So here are the answers to the others. And the answer for 25 is a multiple choice, and the answer was letter B. So 25 is B. That's where there was a B there. I'm moving along to the next page, which are graphs. We've done these before. I'm not going to explain too much, but please note that everything in yellow are the answers. Number 27, I'll put the answers to number 27. So if you're looking at this at home, just press pause and look at the answers. Let's go to the next page. 28. Does everybody see 28? All the answers are there. Again, highlighted. And highlighted in yellow. Press pause. Make sure that the most important thing you know is the rule. 29, the answer is letter D, as in dog. There's the answer. Moving forward to the next page, number 35. Just make sure you're on 35 when you're doing this. Number 35 is there, all in yellow. I will be correcting this parts, pieces by pieces during the 3 days, but I want you to have this at home. Press pause. Go to 36. What is proportional? Remember, proportional on a graph means that it starts at 0. Proportional, when you have a table of values, can be found either if your graph starts at 0, and you know that if a graph starts at 0 and is 0, this means proportional. But if it doesn't start at 0, you can cross multiply 1 times 8 and 2 times 4, and if those are equal, then it's yes, it's proportional situation. So here, 10 times 2 is 20, 1 times 13 is 13, so 20 and 13 are not equal, so this is not proportional. 1 times 4 and 2 times 6, they're not equal, not proportional. So the ones that are proportional are A, B, and F. And know why. I'm on to number 30. So they asked you here which ones were independent. There's the answer. Press pause. 31. The rule was decimal 38x plus 22. Here are the missing numbers. Make sure you use the rule to find these. Number 32, 33, and 34. Here are all the answers. This in red is the right answer. It's going down, so it's a negative. Press pause and take a look if you understand how everything was done. Now, this we actually corrected before your test for circles. So this page, which is the last page of your review, which was given to you separately. Do you have that page? Yes. Can I see that? That's the page that has all, right now, all I did was give you all the answers to this page. So number 37, look, 37. We did this before we did anything else because we were preparing for the circle test. So there's not much review on the circle since that's the last topic we actually did and should know most of. Should. So there's your answers. 37, 38, 39, 40. These are the answers. I suggest you go online. Maybe do a screenshot if you need. Here's 41, 42, 43, and 44. All the steps are there done for you. Press pause and see if you can figure this out. Going to the next page. Here's the answer key. I did all of these questions in class before your test. So press pause. You're up until you have answers up until, I would take up until 46 here, and now I'm going to move forward up until 48 to 50. Take a screenshot of that or just pause it and see if you understand all the steps. And I think we're on to the last page. Am I right? Yes, 51. 52, 53, 54, 55. All the answers are there. I'll go a little higher to get the 43 answer. Press pause. And the last part of this is here. Now, if there's something that you didn't get and you go home and you think that I should redo, please let me know. If not, you have about 15 minutes right now of all the answers that you can stop the video and look at all the steps. Good luck.